Good evening. Hope you're all doing well. And yes, today it's been an awesome day. It's raining in Bangalore. It's like raining cats and dogs, and it's midweek. We have our midweek blues as well. We keep waiting for the weekend, right? So, thank you so much for joining in for this live session. Today we are on the third day of our live session. I've been doing this week all the 5 days live session, and we have talked about what is the basic thing that we need to know or we need to have when it comes to marriage, and we have also addressed the question, does money actually matters when it comes to a marriage? So if you have missed my previous sessions, please go check out my IGTV or my YouTube channel. All the videos are available. You can just listen to it at your own comfort. So yeah, so today what is that we're going to talk about? Today I felt this is something that is very important, as well as something that actually connects two people. So, and marriage is all about connecting two people, right? So I believe that this is one of the important question that all of us have to address, and all of us have to learn when we are in a marriage or when we are in a relationship. This thought and this skill. Why do I say skill? Because most of us don't have this habit, and we don't acknowledge that it is necessary. So it is a skill that is all of us have to what to say. I personally feel we need to adopt it with time, and we need to also showcase it to have a healthy and a happy marriage. And what is that I'm talking about? I'm talking about listening. Yes, listening is very important when it comes to marriage or any relationship for that matter. When I say listening, usually people talk about active listening or passive listening, or somebody like you just sit and listen to somebody. I think we should go beyond that, and I term something as emotional listening. That is very, very important. So, when you say emotional listening, what do I mean? Say, I'm talking to my partner, and or I'm talking to somebody who's close to me, or I have a relationship with, or you are talking to somebody to whom you're sharing something, and they actually listen to you. Maybe they're fiddling with their mobiles, or they just have fiddling with something else, but they're actually listening to you, because when you pause, and they will be coming back with the exact same words and whatever you have said. But sometimes it's not, that is not enough. We have to step up and start looking at what is the expression, what is the tone, what is the mood, what is that they actually want to say, the emotion behind it. So emotional listening is very, very important when it comes to marriage, because I personally feel marriage, as human beings, when we come together, we share a lot of emotions with each other, and when these emotions aren't given acknowledgement or aren't recognized, for that matter, or if the basic understanding is not there of each other's emotions, it leads to lot of tiffs, lot of misunderstandings and miscommunication. So this whole concept of emotional listening is very, very important, that many of us actually don't consider it as it is very important, and make sure or make an attempt to take that effort to learn it and adopt it in our marriage. So why do I say it as a skill? Because it's not something we have been taught from our childhood. That emotional listening is one of the critical aspects of a person. Actually, as an individual, we should all be groomed to emotionally listen to somebody, because if somebody is grieving or sharing a very happy moment, or a very mouth like it's choking moments, or anything for that matter, we have to connect to the emotion, because it's only for those kinds of emotions that they share it with us, and only for the fact that they believe that we connect, that they share it with us. So it is very important that as a couple, as an individual in a married life, we all need to have this thought and the learning of emotional listening. So what does this do actually? This actually gives the confidence, and also gives us the space for more trust and understanding. While we say that it is like I am listening, but do we actually read those unsaid words, understand those what is not actually said? Do we actually feel it, or connect to those emotions that are not actually verbally said? It's sometimes a big question mark when it comes to a relationship. Even with decades long of experiences and being in relationship for years together, it takes a lot of time for people to actually connect to those emotions, because everybody's upbringing is different. All of us have different nature. Some of us are introverts, some of us are very extrovert. We connect to people easily. Some of us don't connect. So what happens is that this emotional connect and emotional what do you say, emotional listening happens only if you start to practice from early period, maybe I would say from the adolescent phase. So it happens when your emotions begin to matter a lot. So when you start listening or have cultivate this habit of emotional listening, it becomes very easy when you do it for a partner. And because the ultimate purpose or ultimate emotional listening that you need to give or you need to showcase is with your partner. Whether you show it with somebody else or not doesn't matter, but with your partner it certainly definitely matters, because it definitely creates turbulence in your marriage. So it is very important that emotional listening is actually given more importance, and more thought is given upon. Because sometimes I would not like to want to express everything, but I would definitely want my partner to understand what I'm going through. Not 100%, definitely it is very difficult for the other person to understand everything that I'm going through, but yeah, to some extent understand the little emotions that I feel. Whether it's happy, sad, doesn't matter. It's the value that the other partner adds in my life. So this emotional listening also ensures that the marriage, the seeds of the marriage are really fertile, and it also ensures that you as a partner give your 100% for this marriage. So this is one of the concepts I feel that as couples, as individuals in a couple, we have to showcase and bring that trust in from the opponent, and make the other person feel secure by showing this emotional listening. And one of the biggest things that I felt is this kind of emotional listening also bridges the gap of anger or any kind of tiff or anything for that matter. When you begin to listen to somebody or showcase everything that you have with true dignity and as well as with integrity, it just ensures that the other person gains back the confidence that you had, and it just ensures that the anger that was there is actually not there anymore. And especially when you have fights as a couple, it is better to give each other that little space and also bounce back and show this emotional listening, because that gives the most comfort. I think that gives the most solace for any partner who's going through some pain. And emotional listening, when I say, it's not just about sitting and looking at each other and just listening. It's at times just holding each other's hands, giving a warm hug when somebody is actually weeping, or sharing those intimate moments and emotions. So those kinds of things does actually increases the reciprocation as well as the impact of emotional listening. The partner will actually feel, yes, he is listening or she is listening to what I'm actually saying, and also to what I'm not saying, because that is what is more important. Because we always want the other person to actually feel and connect to those emotions that are not said. We are happy, we are satisfied when the emotions that are said are connected, but when the emotions that are not expressed and yet the other person understands those emotions, the comfort and the solace that we get when something like that happens is beyond words. So we all want it, right? So when we want that, why can't we just give that first? Let's start giving what we actually want, and I'm sure when we start giving that, things definitely come to us. And I believe that we are all humans are like magnets. We attract what we actually want. And when we actually want somebody to listen to us emotionally, then we actually give that out. When we give that out, people will definitely start listening to us as to what we wanted to them. So in a marriage, and or if you are in a relationship, or if you're somebody who's going into a relationship, or if you're in a courtship period or anything, if you haven't started to practice this, I would really suggest that please start practicing. It takes a lot of years, lot of extra effort to actually work on this concept or on this idea or thought of emotional listening, because it doesn't come naturally. For some it comes naturally, for some it doesn't come. You have to take that extra effort, and after all, it's your marriage, your relationship. You would definitely want to go that extra mile and ensure that your partner is feeling secure and feeling confident that he or she can share anything and everything with you, and it certainly makes the other person feel happy and comfortable. So emotional listening is one of the most important and most not talked subject, I believe, and it is very important. People talk about active listening in a relationship. Nowadays I have seen couples where they don't use gadgets and they are able to spend time with each other, but it's not just about that. We have to start looking beyond that. We have to start looking beyond the words that are said. Look at the emotions that the person is going through. It's just not about how they are expressing. We have to start looking at the intentions behind that. So it is very important that we have to start reading between the lines, and also things that they are not able to express at that moment because of whatever reasons that they are going through. So it is very important that we as individuals in a marriage also give this emotional listening as a best gift to our partner, because I don't think anything else can replace this, or any other gift could be better than this, because emotional listening is what a person needs no matter what, in which scenario he or she is. In happy moments, yes, I want my partner to feel whatever I am going through. If I'm choked and I'm not able to express and I'm so elated, so excited, I want my partner to feel that and also be there for me and comfort me for the happiness. And when I'm sad, it's the same thing. I want my partner to understand my silence and reciprocate it. It's not just about understanding, it's also about reciprocating. So emotional listening is very, very important, and it just strengthens the bond of the marriage, and it also ensures that the marriage, the whole purpose of marriage never gets diluted. The whole purpose of why this marriages happen is to share emotions. We share a life with each other which is filled with emotions, and when we have this emotional listening as a partner, for each other, it just ensures this whole purpose or whole reason why this marriage as an institution has happened in our life has actually been there for years. There is a reason behind it, and when you listen emotionally to somebody, to your partner, it just strengthens your bond, and the trust and the confidence that we have with each other also becomes deeper and deeper. So this is what I thought I should talk about when you're touching about so many things about marriage and their nitty-gritties and the little nuances that people usually don't talk about. I felt emotional listening is one of the biggest aspect of marriage that is usually not touched upon or talked because of whatever reasons. Maybe people don't feel comfortable talking about, or people don't feel the necessity about it because they feel, I'm actively listening to you. What is there? You just talk. I will listen. I will understand. But we as humans want somebody to understand, even at those things that are not said. And it is very important in a marriage to talk, to listen, and also understand and reciprocate to those things that are not actually said. So I hope this video helps couples or people who are into relationship, or anybody who's want to get married, to have this thought process in place already. Because when you start practicing, it takes quite some time to actually put it in place and showcase it to your partner. So let's join hands and let's help each other to to actually emotionally listen to somebody. There are different ways that you can do by actually connecting with your partner. So I hope this video helps people, and thank you so much for joining in for this session. Please do share, because I totally believe your one share can actually make or break somebody's relationship. Maybe somebody today needs this thought to step up and ensure their marriage and their relationship is happy and healthy. Please do share, and please do connect with me for any kind of counseling services or any kind of emotional support that you need. We're always there for you. Thank you so much for all the love, for all the support. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. Have a great day.